Let's quickly review a general 5-paragraph essay outline, okay? So the reason an outline works is that it helps just keep you organized. You don't have to use it step by step per se to be able to write a great essay. There are some times where I'm going to ask you to be quite specific and you have to reach each guideline, and that's just following good directions, okay? But in general, you open up, you introduce, you include a bunch of details, and then you conclude. Introduce, include, conclude. Watch out. So, in your introduction, you want to start off with a hook. You need a topic sentence. You need to introduce your audience that's reading this to what you're talking about, okay? And if you do it well, you can use it as part of your clincher, meaning if you open up with a good hook, you relate that hook at the end and it ties it up like a pretty little bow, okay? So introduce your topic, a general idea about what this paper is going to be. Do not ask a question, okay? In a short story, it's different to start with a question than in an essay. An essay is to usually inform. That's why I can use a different type of format. So you then expand on that topic a little bit for 2 to 3 sentences, and you end your introduction paragraph with a thesis statement. This is where you make that claim, okay? This is where we know specifically what you're going to inform your reader about, okay? So the thesis statement should be the last part of that introduction paragraph, okay? So then it goes into the body of the essay, and those paragraphs look super similar. You have a point and you have 3 different things you can discuss about that point. And you need to include some kind of direct citation in there. Okay, that shows that you took the time to find something specific. Okay, so that's what your second, third, and fourth paragraphs look like. One talks about your first main point with 3 points about that point. Then it's point number 2 with 3 more points about that point, followed by main point number 3 with like 3 points about that point, okay? Then in your conclusion paragraph, it's nothing new. You kind of summarize your main points, then you summarize your thesis, and then you leave that clincher where you're not leaving your audience with this brand new crazy idea that you're not going to talk about. You just kind of want to like do a mic drop. That's what a clincher is. You're leaving your audience feeling satisfied and wanting a little bit more, okay? So I added some asterisks for you to always remember your summarization needs to be interesting, not repetitive. So don't just restate it using the exact same word. At least get a little bit creative and use a thesaurus or something and change up some of the words or the order, okay? But you don't want to sound repetitive. That's boring, okay? Then added that thought, think of how you can connect the hook and clincher. This helps it to feel cohesive, like it was meant to be, okay? In general, if you ever have to write an essay for some kind of timed experiment or an experiment or like a test, ACT or EOC, think of the rules of 5 and 3, okay? You typically want 3 main points to support your idea and 3 subpoints for each point, okay? That trifecta. Then because that proves that your points are good. If you don't have enough, it probably means your support is kind of weak, okay? And it's good to remember, you typically want 5 sentences in a paragraph, okay? And not short, simple sentences, because again, that's boring. You need to offset it with some nice, complex, compound sentences, which we're going to get lots of good practice doing. All right. So that's in general a 5-paragraph essay outline. And we are going to get a lot of practice on that. And so let me know if you have any questions. And that's good.